I think a lot of people are going to be shocked by what's really going on. Many of us have no idea what's going on in the world. Because, as I often say, I have a feeling that here in Europe we live in a kind of consumer bubble. And in many cases, we are not even willing to look beyond our fence, to look around and expand our horizons and learn more. Here is information that has already been delivered right under everyone's nose. The information is presented in many languages. It was broadcast in 180 countries around the world. It was simultaneously interpreted into 100 languages. The most powerful moment for me was at the end of the conference, when people, heroes, in fact you could say heroes, participants of the creative society, specifically from Ukraine, under the fire of tanks and missiles, despite the fact that their lives, the lives of their families and loved ones were in danger, did not stop working for others. For us, the people who are doing well here in the Czech Republic, in Slovakia. And even though they could focus on saving their lives, running away somewhere, they were in basements at various locations. As long as they had access to the internet, they were acting, they were informing people about this forum because they believed and still believe that we can build the creative society. And that was, I would say, the crucial, the most powerful moment for me, because it was not about destruction, but about the fact that even in very difficult situations, we can change the vector of society. I realized how often we complain about various shortcomings and how absurd it is at a time when there are people who have done things specifically for me in extremely difficult circumstances to make my life better. Because we often come up with excuses why we can't do something, or we don't have time, or something else needs to be taken care of. And here people who only had a bare life left and could think of themselves were thinking of us. Check out the forum and join us. It's not hard. You can have a look at the website creativesociety.com and join. Don't be passive, because by our inactivity we create this world where bad things happen.
And today I want to give my opinion on the forum that really shocked me. I knew things were bad with the climate, but I didn't know it was that bad. Thank God we haven't had much trouble here yet. In general, my area in Spain is very quiet. However, this year and last year, I've seen a lot of very strange things. It suddenly snows, it rains a lot. A few months ago, I went to a place that was very special to me. It was like an outdoor recreation area, and because of the rain, the whole road was destroyed, broken down, puddles, clay. The place was unrecognizable, and I am very shocked that it's coming closer and closer. I mean, eventually, if things keeps going like this, it will affect everyone. So just because you're okay walking in a field today, like me, doesn't mean you'll be able to do it tomorrow. You never know what can happen to you. We need to spread the word because it's very important that people realize what's going on in the world and that we take action right now. Thank you very much to everyone who participates, to everyone who helps, to everyone who translates into Spanish. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And the truth is that together we can do everything.
When everything is done by volunteers, by people who are simply inspired to deliver truth to people, to disclose all of this danger of our consumer format, that's what the forum was about. And to raise this alarm about what is happening in the world. And yes, there was a lot of information that we were just crying about, because like you cannot imagine that in our 21st century civilized world something like this, of these horrors can happen. But it is also about very big hope, about so many good people who want to change everything for the better. And not only we want to change, but the people who are already changing and who are already bringing this example how it can be, how the Croatian society can already work, because these people like were working not for money, not for some personal interest. Yes, maybe there is some personal interest because everyone wants to live in such a format of society where we are safe and secure, of course, but we want it for everyone too.
This is what is our motivation, because we want to live. For me, it was just great pleasure to take this small part of this, to be the small part of this great team. And just when I saw how everyone is doing some small piece of all this picture, and then everything is just beautiful how we can cooperate. I think after watching this forum, no one can just stay silent, and we just need to share it with the others and just pass this information to, because if we have the information about what is happening and what is the solution of this situation, then we can start act. And because it's just something what is very natural for each of us, so it is very easy to do it, but just we need now to remind it to each.
After looking at so many facts, it is not the first forum, but the one that was yesterday. It is the most powerful. It is the most extensive. All these facts, they are irrefutable, but they turn the mind 180 degrees. And personally for me, I understand that I cannot call the world I live in civilized. Because anywhere in the world there is war, violence, hunger. And this is not life. This is survival in a consumerist format. Because today it is no secret to anyone when money is more important than human life. It has been shown in this forum that our greatest enemy is climate. Climate disasters. When climate disasters, typhoons, floods occur, people do not even have a few seconds to pack and generally to escape somewhere. Not everyone even has time to leave the house. After watching the forum, I wanted to shout at the top of my voice, people, come to your senses. People, listen to each other. People, acknowledge this truth, this painful truth. There is a chance. At the end of the forum, it was good to hear that we have an alternative. We have technology that can solve the problem of hunger, the problem of drinking water. We have technology that can solve the problem of corruption. In fact, we don't just shout, we have solutions. We have an opportunity to combine all of our efforts and solve the climate problems, that is, to direct technology to save all of humanity. We are human beings and we can unite. And we should be united not only in grief, but also in solving important problems about how to create a future, a safe future for our children, and for them to have one at all. Dear friend, the choice is yours. The choice is always yours. And a lot depends on your choice. Your choice determines what tomorrow will be like for you, for me, for us, and most importantly, for our children. Therefore, don't keep silent. It's time to act.
First of all, I would like to thank you for sharing this valuable information with us. It is important to know what is causing the current changes on Earth and how we can help us all as a species. Now that you have explained it this way, I really understand everything. I began to understand the situation even better now, especially after your explanations. And I hope that we are all aware of the situation to be able to act properly. Thank you so much for everything.
Only a fool or a blind person can ignore what is going on. I don't know who you have to be to ignore the real problems that are happening around the world right now. You know, this conference, it's like a life-giving water, like a breath of life. Well, you realize that there are people, thank God, there are people who understand what's going on. They understand that there is a way out, with whom you can really strive for a new, beautiful future. With whom it is a real honor to go alongside and build a new creative world.
I have just watched the International Forum, Global Crisis, We Are People, We Want to Live, prepared by the participants of the Creative Society project. And to say that I'm shocked, it is simply to say nothing. And it seems impossible for any person to remain indifferent after looking at those facts and watching those videos which are shown in the forum. It is simply unreal. And if you think that this cannot happen to you, you are sorely mistaken. And when it already happens to your relatives and loved ones near you, here, right now, it's just impossible to be calm, indifferent. It's just impossible. Look, that's it. We have nowhere else to go. Where are we going to go from this planet? We need to save ourselves, our loved ones, children, relatives, ourselves after all. There is not much time left. Where are you going to get off the planet? There is no resettlement to other planets yet. It feels like we're on a sinking ship, and everyone is living in this illusion anyway, thinking that nothing is happening, that the ship is not sinking around us, that everything is okay, and everyone is calming themselves down. But people, wake up people, we are sinking. We need to save the planet. We need to save ourselves. And simply, there is no other way out without the Creative Society.
I don't know a single site on the internet and internet platform where the truth is told. And I want to say, how many more wars and cataclysms does it take for people to realize that we will not survive? We simply will not survive. The information is so shocking that it is impossible not to wait, that it is impossible not to wail. It is impossible to watch it passively. Do we need another Bucha or Mariupol? Tell me, what do we need a tornado for? Do we need a nuclear war? So that we can say afterwards, we want to live? We must unite now. We must come to an agreement now. And not to fight, not spill blood. We are people. We want to live. We can live differently. Watch the forum. You will hear the truth.
It's a very grave forum, but I think people are waking up. And I think we are finally going to build a creative society. Thank you, friends, for being with us.
There has been shown the whole horror of the consumerist format of society in different aspects. You know, on the one hand, I don't want anyone to see it, but I really want every person to watch it, to face the truth. Yes, the information is scary, shocking, but it's the truth of the day. What have we as a whole mankind come to the horrors that we have now? This forum in great detail deals with various aspects of the consumerist format of society, but the most important thing is what it gives us. And we, all the people who took part in the preparations, those who were interpreting, the technical support, everyone who was involved in the script, understand that we need to act and that we have a chance. We have a chance not just to survive, but really to live in the creative society. And that's what this forum was all about. It is impossible to do nothing, impossible to be silent. I want to tell everyone about the Creative Society project, about our common chance where everyone's life will be valued. I feel and I know that everyone wants to live this way.